Hey, Walking Dead fans, this is Dave, and hopefully tonight you watched the newest episode of The Walking Dead, and we got our first glimpse of Alpha and a little bit of her backstory, and I just have to make this video. Now, I know there's a huge fan theory out there that Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead are in the same universe, and after watching tonight's show, I have to say, it's gotta be, because I hope you eagle-eyed or eagle-eared fans, when we were seeing Alpha's backstory and Lydia was telling the story, what is the song that Lydia's father and Alpha sang to her daughter? Lydia, oh Lydia, or have you met Lydia? Lydia the tattooed lady. Well, remember that song? That was Todd's ringtone for his love Lydia in Breaking Bad. Let's listen to it real quick.
Lydia, oh Lydia, say have you met Lydia? Lydia the tattooed lady.
And so I was like, what are they doing? Are they just throwing it in our faces? Maybe we've all heard that there's going to be a new Breaking Bad movie that follows Jesse. Maybe Jesse is going to create this batch and then he's going to just, it's going to lead into The Walking Dead. That would be so cool, but I just wanted to go over some of the other things that I'm sure you're all familiar about, but there's so many. First, is the most obvious. We've seen, when Daryl was getting drugs and stuff out of his bag, way back in season 2, the blue meth. That was the first thing that everybody's seen. And then he tells a story about Merle's dealer, who said, "Bitch," and he was this little skinny white kid. And then a couple other things that I've noticed in Walking Dead. In this picture here you see, I can't remember the guy's name, but he was Morgan's Jedi Master, teach you how to use the bow staff, and he's wearing this shirt with a turtle. Save, it means save the turtles. And it made me think about Tortuga, when Hank was down in Juarez, and they put the Mexican guy's head on the turtle and then blew it all up. And then we all know, of course, the car way back in season 1 when Rick first met Glenn and they're escaping the city, and Glenn gets that real fancy red, I think it was a Dodge Charger. And then we also know that what did Walter buy for Walter Jr.? They bought matching fancy Dodge Chargers. And then there's also another scene where, if you listen to it, and I'm going to include it here, where the governor says the name Heisenberg.
Crowley, Tim, Gargiulio, Heisenberg, Bob Adams.
And I read about this, and people said, "Oh, he was just referring to this guy." And I'm sure, Heisenberg is a real common name. Yeah, right. But also, I found an article where Scott Gimple said in an episode of Fear of the Walking Dead, which I'm not a real big fan of, I haven't watched it that much, but he said, if you listen real carefully, you can hear the song Negro y Azul, which is the Tejano song, which is kind of like Walter's theme music, or Heisenberg's theme music. So I was like, are they just trying to throw it in our face? Are they just throwing it in our face? And just tonight when I was watching the episode, as soon as I heard Alpha singing that song and then Lydia's dad singing that song to her, first thing that popped in my mind was Todd's ringtone. Lydia, oh Lydia, oh, have you seen Lydia? Lydia the tattooed lady. And I just imagine that scene where Walter picks up the phone and says, "Hello Lydia, they're all gone. Are you feeling a little under the weather? It's the ricin I gave you. I slipped it into that stevia crap that you drink all the time. Goodbye, Lydia." Which is so cool. Such a cool ending. But I'd like for people to comment on this video and tell me, are there other Easter eggs that maybe I have missed or something? I was looking them up all online, trying to figure out what are all the connections. And it makes sense. This blue meth, maybe Jesse, in the new movie, he tweaks it a little bit and boom, blows up into The Walking Dead. But tell me what you think about this video. This is David, Zoe Zizzles. I'm really liking the Whisperers. We'll see how it goes. Make sure you like and subscribe. Have a good one. Bye.